Mix and mash of the best freestyle music now.
Top Guardian Radio in the UK.
Don't change the dial.
Stay right here. It's gonna bite ya.
Exclusive. Tweet us now.
Who is going to do my account and tax returns for me, cry?
Certified accountant. Certified accountant. Certified accountant.
They will help you with your account and tax returns.
Are you a minicab driver, hairdresser, shop owner, or self-employed? Certified accountant. And I was working with Chapa. And then we say when you will be a wabri accounts and tax returns more. Now bansa so more. Now who you actually? It didn't make for certified accountant. And the amount F accounts and tax return, company accounts, bookkeeping, payroll services, charity accounts, and gift aid claim. As of for what to do? Open engineer, certified accountants, self tax planning, business advice, company registration, and many more. And teach you what you're company or Chiwakasa. Now what the hotel babro, what is the Capudio Babro no Bushian? Certified accountant. Say about transfer from the dia. What to do? Construction workers, agency workers, relief security workers, bank nursing staff, and then one we are our temporary workplaces in India. Monfrano, no one is a Capudio Mamma. But the other Quran say HMRC4 at the Cabra. What me wow a crumb and yes, as well. What is so cry?
Address 335 to 351 Raynham Road South, Dagenham, RM10 8QR.
Telephone 0208 226 4933. Mobile 079 568 045 17. Certified accountant. Mehuma mehua chame. Mudim puntio abba meduma yuma.
Ghana for one butcher, ya say then, Yenya emrenim for when a quarter war emrenimu, a potokasemu, yakase a lawyer for, and Timiniano, Mumian for immigration in seminar, and could die one more. Wisemart Solicitors, emrenimu could draw for, so what's now, Ombe Bwama Saka on Krata, Naswedi a drone swa, a yomoko cra, a banini passitemu, any a jumemun sendia, Omudimu Akotenipa, Omu the many pebia, Wisemart Solicitors.
Always puts our clients' needs first. We specialize in all UK visa applications, detention and deportation cases, student and work points-based work permit applications from both UK and abroad.
Wisemart Solicitors also deals with
immigration law, family law, employment law, civil litigation, Ghanaian customary law, commissioner of oath,
long residence and human rights applications outside the immigration rules. Don't wait till last minute. Wisemart Solicitors. For inquiries, call 02080 165 384. Mobile 07946 772 439. Call our 24/7 line on 07931 411 042. Address 8 to 9 Print House, 18 to 22 Ashwin Street, Dalston, E8 3DL. Overground stations are Dalston Junction or Dalston Kingsland. For buses, 67, 76, 149, 242 and 243. Wisemart Solicitors. For how be dying. Now be unse. Ahini fuchiniye ebidi de BH.
It's Top Online Radio UK, the top Ghanaian radio station in the UK. Hailing from the eastern corridors of London, we bring you news, views, music, interviews, trending issues, and what have you. Tune in to us 24/7 on our free mobile radio app. Download our free app from the Play Store and the App Store. Just search for Top Online Radio UK. Download the free mobile app and tune in to us 24/7. We stream our programs live on Facebook and YouTube. Just find us on YouTube and Facebook by searching for Top Online Radio UK. We welcome your views, comments, critiques, suggestions, etc. Just get in touch on our station line 079 029 44398. That's 079 029 44 398. If you are interested in working with us as a radio presenter, a radio host, or a radio panelist, do get in touch and let's talk. Call us on 079 029 44398. If you want to advertise on our radio, just get in touch and let's talk. 079
Ghana for our butcher, ya say then, Yenya emrenim for when a quarter war emrenimu, a potokas emu, yakase a lawyer for Entiminiano, Mumian for immigration in seminar and could dine one more. Wisemart Solicitors, emrenimu could draw for. So what's na hache, Ombe Bwama Saka on Krata, Naswedi Dronsua, a Yomokokra, a banny nipa sitnemu, any a jumemun sendia, Omudimu Akotanipa, Omu the many pebia. Wisemart Solicitors
always puts our clients' needs first. We specialize in all UK visa applications, detention and deportation cases, student and work points-based work permit applications from both UK and abroad.
Wisemart Solicitors also deals with
immigration law, family law, employment law, civil litigation, Ghanaian customary law, commissioner of oath,
long residence and human rights applications outside the immigration rules. Don't wait till last minute. Wisemart Solicitors. For inquiries, call 02080 165 384. Mobile 07946 772 439. Call our 24/7 line on 07931 411 042. Address 8 to 9 Print House, 18 to 22 Ashwin Street, Dalston, E8 3DL. Overground stations are Dalston Junction or Dalston Kingsland. For buses, 67, 76, 149, 242 and 243. Wisemart Solicitors. For how be dying. Now be unse. Ahinifuchiniye ebidi de biye.
It's time for Legal Matters. This is DJ KB, Top Online Radio UK. I'm in Sir Ubiaya Krado. I'm in Chaka Sepane Bremo from the studios of Top Online Radio UK. Mijidis Ubiawe. I a brasson, Sibisia, Emransem, Sem, any Wisemart Solicitors. Senia, now to be I no. And Mr. So what the kaya na washe link no na awfroso etimi etiebi if you say ne enkomode mu hwam pa emu hwam and Mr. Muhammad kan no baya no washe Mr. Kevin Maxwell, Christiana, Sophia, Abednego as a powerful name. Kwaju ade mu nyina Mr. Muhammad kan ba mon share na awfroso entimi NTB. This is Top Online Radio UK. Mr. We are streaming live from both YouTube and on Facebook, but you can also listen to us on our free radio mobile app by downloading our free app from the App Store or the Play Store. Open so I'll be to me call your website toponlinestation.com. toponlinestation.com. Be to me at tuning or TN. And then be so oko modernghana.com, oko ghanaweb.com. Ho omo radio page no yo you can listen to us over there as well. Enti abusia Mr. Oba no ahye sene eka no na ene de yen se brekra enti amede lawyer Francis Bosompem Wisemart Solicitors Beba na yashe nkomono ase. Lawyer Francis, welcome to Legal Matters, Top Online Radio UK. Mpacho apom the same.
Yo, DJ KB, mida say, Top Online Radio, in Chiakesi Echo Mamo, and after for native for our platform, say, and then so, about the Ache be the 1st of February 2023. Sidankoto na Yedemano. Yanka who said last week, Yaka 1st of February, Bibiba.
Yeah.
Into Aquanja we have may introduce you the air on the 1st of February being and then. But all the same, no, DJ KB, who's in the strike creative problem in UK?
Me banning the Omaniaji because Oman school. Oman school. Say, teachers no strike. Into Omaniaji, sir, they are, like I say, over the moon because they are strike.
I was asking some of the problems in every period.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, as I say, your force to pay ya about soon will be a kuhuna dear shop or pay man. I'm saying, and Nishan or go to school and saying problem be a mo.
Anyway, on the more serious note, it seems
I think, say, a lawyer, you bet Rahonum update about say. When they Ghana for IETO a becheno, yen chance yo, Medasi.
Yo, Mr. Medasi. Yo, updates are about and make us a jebo, and Yaba Belande. Teachers are UK are buying a pair or more. On the 26th of January 2023, no, Modi Betuja said, o ye teacher ni na opeso obechra die wo krom hanoma akwanja e wo honomo enti krobi wo ha no mo de omutimi ba direct omo hia ni ayi bia kroni e den Australia, Canada, the year for no Gibraltar, Hong Kong, New Zealand, Northern Ireland, Scotland, Switzerland and Ukraine and USA no mo de omoba. But from 1st of January, normally 7 countries above the country.
Wow.
And 7 countries, Ghana, 1. Okay. And India, Jamaica, Nigeria, Singapore, South Africa, and Zimbabwe. Yeah, and it take effect, and that being the 1st of February, no. Okay. Thank God, all our qualification we are Ghana need, which may apply, but. And a big but I was say we apply now we take it that QTS a qualifying teachers status into that's a quanja abie ama teacher for a person be charge UK and a UK the education system there were primary, secondary, university na sipo tini nyina won the qualification I was say umiti. Now, Obi Beka said, na lawyer, more can overseas in one. What about me and me one person be teacher here? And also, a kind jaw, say, Ope say, on Krata, Hana, person we teacher, and also on the procedure, or say, who follow our UK animal. Until for now, not just information, I made to a jar. No, yeah, share a biome so far, another update, ne. Yeah, all the time, decision waiting time, no. Okay. When it comes to family application, nothing has changed so far. It's still the 10 months. Okay. And when it comes to visitors visa, so say almost PDF visitors visa, man can't number. At times, applications are so far, no. Oh, within Okobo in Sanwa, within a week or 2, no any decision because some culture say within 3 weeks, but they do it earlier than that. Into visiting UK, comprises of for holidays to see family or friends, for a business trips or meeting, to get married, to study for 6 months or less. Into we are categories of visiting within 3 weeks, unsabeka decision.
Wow.
Then only update me say share them soon.
Yo, me da say lawyer na update I think say about teaching, teaching jobs. What would they can kakra? Na me himself for we are very interested. Say obi ewo Ghana na wo sa teaching qualification. Obetimi apply for this. Take advantage of this opportunity. So I bet ewo kroma. Enti number say mu say ka say teaching qualification ye omo Ghana teachers omo akọ training college ana say omo akọ education ewo university. And then saying because for instance obia watch JSS you know are they obetimi I take advantage of this opportunity.
So once I make say your group no into primary, secondary, university. Likewise, Ghana.
Okay.
Which primary for idea, which SS, SHS, JHS, which SHS, and also which university, and also qualification.
Okay.
But before then, no, teacher training school.
Yeah.
Into who go teacher training school now who qualify now who try there with your experience. So UK now person who ba ebe try there. Your UK system no primary, secondary, and a university.
Okay.
Into when it comes to primary being
basic, you know, say no class in basic school in Ghana, say.
Yes. Yeah. But no, they are hardly because of the level of incorrectity and they are very careful. Say, and you'll be no money child there.
Okay.
But when it comes to secondary now, and also a honeymoon, and no money in Kakra. So they allow you to with that, you know. But Nina say qualification, they will assess you through QTS, no.
Okay.
Into that would determine say who qualified to teach in a primary, qualified to teach a secondary, or you can go a bit higher to the university. And that's the meaning of that.
Yo, me that say.
And it's a teacher no fine, but all aspects of teaching, you know, the level I'll be starting on, and no obushé. And be levels no basic ones, you know, they're expecting you languages. French, German, Italy, Japanese, Latin, Russian, Spanish, and that kind of thing.
Okay.
English language and that. Until they assess you all this on all these ones.
Okay. Before
they can say, you can start with the primary, you can start with the secondary and that.
All right.
Yeah. And when it comes to secondary, science subjects, maths, and they look at it too.
All right.
Yeah, it didn't level I'll starting with.
Okay.
It doesn't matter so Ghana, which SHS, which primary. I can't go Ubana be QTS now the show baby no starting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, me that say. A tip for a topic no me fan to screen so is adult dependent relative application. Adult dependent relative application. I think sir topic is very, very important because most of the time they can say you will be if the fear but yeah now acquire dependence in himself you know under 18 and he say if you know bro 18 how wins the crop will be na eja and chino do what do you know what it is so I mean, he said, "A table Matthias, and Chino do what didn't you know at so." So, about her and Impa, we know was over this and Chino Botona, because, Massa, we are sure better that I say, Auntie, and that dear, I say adult dependent, and and Quadanqua say adult also dependent room, and also no, a bit me a faso, a diama, a fire and crow for a bar, a retreat. Tia for Andy, Montamuku, and a lawyer by Chichim. Say adult dependent visa application and no crying day. A better than yet me faso apply who qualifies, who doesn't. Then I bet me there, then I to me find ye. You be domusuko and ne enumerate. Your lawyer, Tia Shasiano. Sir, adult dependent relative application. And no cry any day, Sir Bissay, but your own church in Macra.
Yo, me da si DJ KB, but my etie for nya we say ye program you questions biara ube to me busa So studio number no they are to their own.
Yeah, I am no cry. We there move and cheme tifo. And you see, in your man does and think I have many so. Ben penny forces say I can't say Sankofa and Yemusu. And say, question be about the topic he and now say any legal question be and now any same question be Opese lawyer Ebisawa, this free consultation hour. Until wait me a friend number 0208 133 5876. That is 0208 133 5876. It's on the screen at the top of your screen. Enti say whilst I'm commodity ni kona wo question bia obetimi interrupting we frɛ na you be breaking your question na lawyer so ama mwaye so that I can weigh a free legal consultation. Enti please take advantage of it. Your lawyer enti I share a topic national. What is adult dependent relative visa in the first place?
Adult dependent relative visa category no. For those who wish to settle in the UK as adult dependent relatives of one British citizen who is persons present and settled in the UK.
Okay.
Or persons with limited leave to remain in the UK under the Appendix EU, or persons in the UK with refugee leave or humanitarian protection status. The American is say unana unia anase u parent age or 18 years or over, or your grandparent, or brother or sister and the age 18 years or over. Oba anase oba bema na oba ba or your age 18 years or over. Now we uti kromano, we are British ni and now settle waha. And I say we are you ni our limited leave to remain waha. And now say refugee leave status nibia, and I say humanitarian protection status nibia. Ube to me, ISR adult dependent relative visa no. Ama nipa krono. But and a big but. We hear eligibility requirement and also meeting.
Okay.
Iti DJK Bupusaya sa adult dependent relative visa no category no in conform already 18 or over, being a parent, grandparent, brother or sister age 18 years or over, son or daughter age 18 years or over. No, make me apply, but there was a straight requirement. I was say udiso and sana wait to me a meeting sa visa no.
Wow. Inti there's ubia say your background and say we over 18 they come under this category.
Yes. Yeah. And only a first headline we meeting. As time goes on, I don't know. Say me
meaning say question be the baby eligibility and suitability. Lawyer starting with eligibility. What are the eligibility requirements for this adult dependent visa application?
Sir, Ushema adult dependent relative visa application. No, the requirement, say that DJKB can eligibility. No, first, I was say which say we a parent age 18 years or over, and now say we a grandparent to the sponsor our work room.
Okay.
And I say we a brother or sister age 18 years or over. We depending what sponsor now work room.
Okay.
And I say we a son or daughter age 18 years or over. We depending what sponsor being your father or mother in this country. And a biomuso no nipa no wo kroma no. E was say or British ni and now say was settled wo UK ha and now say was limited leave to remain under the appendix EU no.
Okay.
And now say was personal okuta refugee leave and now say humanitarian protection status e wo kroma. And Nioma Wayne say would show say who qualify for this visa. E been saying say because we are being or elders or disability no or require long-term personal care or daily activities.
Okay.
How long am I saying so?
Oh yeah. With the I say in common for baby. Actually say can him say ding almost say yamajiu na be allow I do pay there. I say but na ya dos.
Yes. The anti-Americans because this application is complicated and it's difficult to meet all the criteria. But yet 2 years ago, near to say a new year, you bet me qualify for it.
Okay.
Because so far, all along, don't say you discuss here, you can't call me less than 18. You can't call until I say now, no, I'm 24, I want to 18. The application be the home on one.
Yeah. Until never day, and a day.
Well, that's what I want to say. Until one, I was saying, your mom for there. Whatever we age in it here, situation be out, application be our home.
Oh, okay.
The only thing is that you need to consult a lawyer to discuss, to assess your situation.
Okay.
Because mostly, we have to say, we have to be, or say, but there be, Obiani can.
Every class dependent there, over 18 there, any.
No. But can never catch us say application of beer situation. Ube who lawyer. You be who kwanya ye de be fa so. Ruta ye do be to so. Yo, inti ushama nipa obe to me abano obeba as an adult dependent relative na mabobo no. Na sa nipa na ye no pese umiti sa requirements no. E wo se wo sa kire se wanyini wo yare bia ehia long-term personal care. Our daily activities.
Wow.
And a biomusuno say you have no access to the required level of care in the country you are living.
Okay. And lawyer we dey say nipa na ono o Ghana no a opeso kofa no ba no. Say ono it depend on who are UK ha no.
Yes.
Okay. Into some of the nearman be say bia the health
yes.
Into be here care. They say your babet now and China or boano with that sort of care no.
Or hono na ye difficult no. Mema scenario. Okay, Ghana. Una na bi wo hope so kofa ne ba.
Yeah.
Because una na fall under the category of the people no, grandparents.
Yeah.
And now say a parent, mama and now papa. And now say brother now sister. And now say even uba.
Yeah.
Say oye yare for ufo say care na wo Ghana menye conducive to it. Tie de ne Bible kira wa benya time mama no. Ubehwe no. But once I make you say you have no access to the required level of care in the country you are living.
Wow.
It's the only problem, no? They have to have a consultant report on that.
Okay.
To say, ampa, we are your way, dear. Yeah, you'll be my show or corona out is no. Inti ebeye se nebusu eni owo abroche ni kaso be fana ba akwanja wo o betimi recommend say wo se o ba abroche ni o be treat no. Wow. Anya no kwa there is no person in the country you are living that can reasonably provide you with care.
Wow.
Nti abusuani bia ni wo betimi aso mu because of oyare na.
Lawyer. Enti me dem mbre makra. Atiefo mbacho say what question bia betimi afre. The number again is scrolling at the top of your screen. If you are listening to us online, the number again is 0208 133 5876. That is 0208 133 5876. And the topic I discussed no ye adult dependent relative visa application. Adult dependent relative visa application. So ubusuani bia watra 18 years. Will depend on wo our bridge na self person kofa ne ba. Eho enkomo na yeti. Jo lawyer. Yet was no baby a wadru na mpese question bia ba se. Enti se nipa no wo relative no Ghana no. Se bia ono no woni physical ya bi na mum will depend on you financially 100% on you financially and no won't mean you so your application
Yo yes where you sir question way aba because ushema the market canon or say or more access here on measure age on measure with illness and also on measure with disability.
Okay.
No matter say long term illness here personal care na inti say uba na ka say me only dependent me ni any illness me need disability me age na bro 18 na let me advise you say no yem pay application for be here but any adult dependent relative say na edini si chere no.
Okay.
Because when it comes to only financial, unqualified for this application. Because once I because you say, we here consultant report to verify. Because the second you know say you have no access to the required level of care in the country you are living. So that tells you that you really need a carer.
Okay.
Depending on your age, your illness, your disability.
Okay.
Otherwise, you don't qualify for the adult dependent relative visa.
Okay.
And at the last point, Ombe says, he said, "Wuna nipa no sponsor no. I was say what adequately maintenance, accommodated and cared for in the UK. Won't depend on public funds.
Oh, okay. Like,
because they are serious about it. Now, Obeji aban bi kweku bi na wode ma no da bi anya adwumasa to tanya ya amemo asa undertaking for almost 5 years.
Hey, Simon.
So we heli pano yeah. It was an application when ehun adwuma ye den. And ehun requirements na easy.
Okay.
But ultimately nyina wodam.
Right.
But the entire make say wodam no say nipa na am the British no. The sponsor near British was settled with Chrome. Oba, Ukuta, was sponsor need the NB. The only thing is a British settlement.
Wow. Hey, and then more do na say
yes, into many indefinite leave to enter.
Wow.
Too many now was sitting under.
Hey, I say more na
provided say the leave near limited leave. Oba ubenya limited leave ni bi.
Now when the lawyer sir indefinite leave to enter. Yes,
right. Indefinite leave to remain.
And no indefinite leave to remain the bibrina yenim. Na indefinite leave to enter no there. Me say lawyer mo kan wase me na am say you can want some time be.
Yes.
Na hasembi esi UK ya the entire makers me can say you bebre yenim say nipa no wo ba no ye ma no limited leave to enter.
Okay.
And so wonim enti obetna akuro yi mu after 5 years we saying or say when you qualify for indefinite leave. And or train in a passport. Say one remove. And or they call lawyer who say 1 year indefinite leave application mano. And the lawyer no digit near man or no passport way. And or the man no be more indefinite leave to enter the boomy. No, oh, mammy, now they brought for now to me can't. Yeah, the indefinite leave to enter boom. Was I the passport now? Lawyer was a lawyer and coaching indefinite man. Was mammy, yeah, the amount that oh, pack free gun a ban near the amount. And in some gun for yeah, I'm your passport do me, Miss Ramon. If you on more, near the amount that answer now over. And you na lawyer, and tis eligibility requirements no. You be one nanka yen twaso.
Yeah, more. It was say you will be adequately maintained. You sponsor now have to make sure. Sir, obesho, provide accommodation, you are provide care in UK. One depending on public funds.
Okay. Ain't providing care no? That's like obetia or care bills no? Yes sir.
So obefa carer mawa so no abefa wa e different.
Oh okay.
So obefa carer mawa no an be futu that bill no.
Oh okay. Okay.
That's the meaning of that. Yeah.
Oh abusia send no cry mu you send odo mame ba na papa na ope carer bi na anyway send wa so betimi provide anyway. I think so.
Yeah.
Joe, lawyer, how do you prove that an adult dependent relative requires long-term personal care?
Yes, and only major thing about this such an application.
Okay.
To share my senipani yare and also when you know what disability are. I was who shows our long-term personal care. I want to mean perform everyday tax.
Okay.
Sir. Ability obetimi adware obedresse obenua na duane.
Okay.
Once o sabe o koji benefit ya assess o saade we na so o ka say what disability a ye be mo afili form tin especially o PIP na personal independent payment na. On be hwe utimi dware wan na do ko bathroom wa obetimi akọ obetimi anante akọ kitchen unante. All these questions, will let them know, say, tax, betimi perform.
Okay.
As a human being without illness. Into almost say, and nothing I'm going to say, you need a consultant report to back this information. Or no, be no back, yes, want to mean, want to mean, there be.
Okay.
To the expecting a medical reporter, a bet me expert or what Dory should call more bet me a medical report. No?
Okay.
And our home office war in conforming reporter with the bar or Mujitum. And your report beyond or Mujitum.
Hey, lawyer.
And then I saw be a bet me a cool beach. Dr. Biano or Chocho Bibiaman. There be
more specialist consultants.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, lawyer, and no Ghana, it will be also because I mean, say Ghana as a care sector, no, ensure that social care sector is not very developed there, but so there are more consultants also.
Yeah, your consultants are. But when you have a training, you have a anytime I go say, Drew, we have some consultants you can.
Oh, okay. Into Momo, no,
yeah.
Momo.
Yeah, because they have to be approved by the Home Office. Omo report, medical examination report to Home Office, Bedia too.
Yo. Now, lawyer, who can say, municipality prove say there is no person in the country I'll be to me provided care. So, and never number here, accept as proof. How do you prove it to the Home Office? Is it just by word of mouth? And I said, and also know how do you prove this?
It's not just by word of mouth. Pushema paperwork count. And on an assessment in the the assessment has to be from a suitably qualified medical professional.
Wow.
Because also Shoma Chroma to say or more medical association, British Medical Association, your Ghana Medical Association.
Yeah.
Tiwu doctor, no, we are part of them. The association, you are part of the association. Until when it comes to that way, now when you're a doctor or when the license to say yeah professional lawyers are in your way license near the that's the same thing or more expected free doctor or barber's assessment, you know. So we are doctor now they wo professional license account.
Okay.
To let them know say we are professional expert. Medical expert or assessing the panel. Will report to me with the account.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, now say a hono senior alcan assembly and easy so.
So an American.
You have to do with consultants here and there, professionals, health, professionals, some batches, Now the next question let me say in this way. What evidence should I produce to show an adult dependent relative will be adequately maintained, accommodated, and cared for in the UK? Because about the top says so proof say wait me accommodate the person, wait me provide necessary care the person is, also what proof should you provide? You say we are talking about proof or no from Ghana and also provided. What proof now also no wow and I say the same thing also call consultants because it as a consultant or mudimu akotrimpa and the lawyer have or no the whole no proof ben also provided.
Your proof I was say or provide the first thing una oji obi wahano we are sponsor Yebema was signed be a friend of sponsorship undertaking Form SU07.
Wow.
Because I know ebe say what the ejinemu. Sir, who na who sponsor na what sign sponsorship undertaking? Who confirm say adult dependent relative no. Who be share no abra 1J aban sika.
Wow.
For 5 years, and an American.
Wow. Undertaking 5
years.
Who
undertaking, sir? Ubeshano, wa wunja bansika for 5 years. If you have, say, a granting or indefinite leave to enter. Until I was saying, who provided these documents to support your argument.
Okay.
A bill is saying, who evidence of income in the form of who pay slaves. Say be or shares or bonds be so me can what you say financial and if you also know or personal bank statements.
Okay.
They have to have a look at it. And information on your outgoings, including or council tax, any utility bills out here. And our evidence of support. Sir, will be provided to anyone else dependent on the sponsor. Sir, inti, any dependent in the pen I was supporting no. Who other dependent be I was supporting no. On person who share no more compare with sikasem.
Okay.
And the evidence sir who share dependent no back home and son or back room.
Wow.
And who a mortgage and I was say who they buy. Statement, and now say with tenancy agreement say oba obenya baby ada.
24/7.
Now I quite say more.
Mami for last one Imrana. Okay. And last one so evidence of planned care arrangement why ama that adult dependent relative no. Say or UK hanuma. Either would take in charge as a carer or while arranging with a care agency, care company, via or mobile beheno amount.
Wow. Yo, made as a lawyer at you for a name I discuss adult dependent relative visa application. maybe a tramundi names the man say can dependent and under 18 or up to 18. But lawyer actually say Bushani can be your parent, your brother, your sister, your dad, whatever. Or over 18, and also still they can be dependent. Say be or more some health or social care, health and social care need be or more depending on who to provide them. And on di hun komo. Nti se wo question bia senior medical to channel say ye brand dey 1 hour no see na soon nti the lines are still open. It's 0208 133 5876. But you can ask any legal question and lawyer will give you advice. It doesn't need to be on a net topic no. Any imkrata some question bia will be no. And I'm ran some question bia will be over to me. I then afraid no bisa. I won't say I'm bisa questions more, but also bet me bisa also dear. And Facebook comment section will be to me tap your question there. Na me bisa na lawyer. Eji ano amount. Yo. Na lawyer anti say but what we ho no a ka yebekọ me the next question beba.
Obet me.
Yo, nti say be say the application process, how much does it cost? From a rough idea from beginning to crying, like, consultant, mean, you say it's difficult because consultants feel in there, but roughly, waiting on an idea, the cost involved, maybe at the application, consultants, I'll be here, or more be here, more Ghana, provided that assessment no amawo and then your no assessment no roughly no better my idea of the cost involved.
When it comes to application now, or back home no. Obey consultant now, obey assessment no. That will depend on no consultant any fee now obey charge.
Okay.
Honey the is between them and the consultant.
Individual.
Yeah. Intiana the sort of in-depth assessment so no and also come.
Okay.
I think so assess so say or illness, you're disabled, you can't even perform or you can't even do your own thing, your daily tasks are or that is between you and the consultant. It hasn't got anything to do with the home office.
Okay.
But when it comes to idea when you evidence they come now I prepare application. Application is online application.
Okay.
Obey now what bookie biometrics appointment at the visa center. Depending on the country I work, ubukia now very day who call submission of your documents taken biometrics are na it depends. So upese lawyer yemawa mostly we prefer uploading the documents online before say ubekwa submission of your biometrics and the passport.
Okay.
After the submission of the biometric and the passport, that's where the decision process will start counting. Into application now we are online. So now we deploy a British ni and answer okuta indefinite. Application fee ni 3,250 as of Home Office Fee Guidance 2022.
3,000.
Me ba me person me ba koko team different. Anything that me ma as of.
Okay.
Me person make sure say sana fee ni tia till thy kingdom come. Home Office bet me as say o ma dream e bia na me no ka e program we na e china. O ma say o ma dream say ya increase fee no.
Okay.
Until as of today, because me check in and then answer na member.
Okay, today being the
as
first
of
February.
February 2023, the fee for such adult dependent relative ne nipa equita British or was set to UK ha a year £3,250.
Lawyer, application fee no kwano.
Yes. So no ban and I can no the indefinite leave to enter member. In the fair now, but ukuta limited leave to enter. Ube renew. There be.
Into man considers price adult dependent neighbor. Nipa went to me.
And yes, sir, I don't think that Omunim says sponsor or how better take care of all these things. Into imagine say we a sponsor, you have to have earn some amount of money threshold.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Into your application in our biometrics now, almost say ubenya decision within 12 weeks. So almost 3 months. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You lawyer na sa sikano. Anyway, say more indefinite.
But bear in mind, almost super priority service. I won't mean train within 12 weeks now. If you pay for super priorities, they say home office a BR2. Inti osisa opesa value application about early decision you come and pay super priority for them to make that decision for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Beginning of January, you know, when they buy.
I think say I'm taking note of that point, you know. Say what they were
application why settlement application or Ghana entry clearance nena say for uba and I say omuka for so person be kan ho. Now application no for say che wo mo ha omo message be o send it check your email they will send it to you and I say ko hu lawyer obetumi advise you wo say o say o yes super priority one ni bi why and I say priority services ni bi no almost can within 15 days or so they will make decision as soon as possible for you.
Okay, lawyer, see sir this application type how dear EBR requirement meeting say English language any knowledge of one they been come
such an application home office requirements regarding English because requirements they look at first your relationship requirement.
Okay.
And I'm a boss, into relationship with the sponsor, and almost share number one. And secondly, they look at the financial requirement.
Okay.
Here, the financial requirement doesn't mean that your sponsor have to meet the 18,600. There be.
Okay.
Your sponsor has to make sure will be provided adequately maintenance, accommodation, and care for you.
Okay.
Until we go by the adequate maintenance requirement on that basis. My English language doesn't count here. It's just the financial requirement.
Okay.
And the relationship requirement.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yo, it's here for say Yabreno swan sir. I hope say matimia be some questions ni nyina mamu. Okay, see I can't I watch mu the processing time no. Say 3 months. But with me apply super priority service no.
Yeah.
With additional cost of £800?
No, I think within 500 or so. I'm not quite sure, but and on the price you didn't need 800 now as it is
okay. Yo. Lawyer na obi the question me by until we dey me fam twato. Na was say wone ne ho kafo ban say auto we could say store. Emma ne ho kafo. Na otoma no we no de ne ho kafo ne din ne partner ne din na share so. Ena but na adie no ewo ne busuan ne hokafo no ebusuafo nsem na omoton ma like oto free ebusuafo ho na ode ma na yire na ebusuani bi na eton na oto de ma na yire no no registered in Obani team.
Yeah.
Say nyame yen kan say. Unfortunately no ka for no efrimu.
Okay.
And I say no ka for no abusuafo no person omoji ade ne boso. Enti no bisa say enti dear no bitimi aye. O right say o ko jifido mo se ba na say aye so de Obani din e to so enti no wonti menye abusuafo no has a right over it. No bisa na mso yere mebisa. And there they chat to na I don't mean so ti I don't be able to media man.
Yo, first question I mean me busa no nipa no ha. Me busa say aware no mo register o ma ware na.
Yes.
Yes.
Where that?
And enya den. O mo register o ma ware na enya den. Because o share your family law na. Oba ni okunu so oba de to ade kra na. Oni be ma ne dia.
Okay.
Se be ma ne to ma oba ni kra na oni be ma ne dia.
Okay.
Omo dia omo mienu dia.
Okay.
I say baako efiri mu na baako di ade. Nti de wo abibia na wo oba ni dim no. Oba ni firi ma be ma ne betimi akwaje.
Ni nyina.
Bibia nso be ma na firi mu a. Oba ni so betimi akwaje.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Nti now in this case, no one say me say aware no more register na. Yes. And the only problem oba na busu ntimi emphasize ameji.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Because under the family matrimonial courses act now aware no as long as we register the that property nipa no efrima the other party has the right to acquire that property and assets motor, because they bought it as a joint, as a family unit.
Okay.
In this case, Baku have the right to take it. Unless why you will, or banner you will.
Yes. Obana ye will and the baby Obano a case or the other man na a better key effect.
Yes. I asked a bear man who why you will.
Wow, you lawyer with a meet and ask them for free. Hello, welcome to Legal Matters. But you're one free. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, oh. But you're one.
Good evening, DJ Kelly.
Hey.
But you're
all the way from Italy.
All the way from Italy. Hey, lawyer, Michio.
Yeah,
Michio, but I was say, I'm sorry to reject it to me. Question to I mean to me this every because who you can see your Italy today, Michepa. Over Ejuma.
You know what I say?
Yeah, now for more you can idea that so almost say, Omunye, Omunche, my advice for Papa because I was educated and Crawford. Yeah, education more the more you want the Papa. I will say we are more cry now for your because a bit me up was system.
Yo,
yeah, a different form. Now, me, I say, DJ KB, this is here. Now, what answer? Now, me so me war similar thing, but me no there. Obana no ye jumana or your insurance, but you cannot the insurance or the wakababy on any corner war. Now, Obana baby. But in Nicola or the Nicola, if you cannot demand in Nicola, Nemano, no, the trustee, so trustee or Obana Buseni, they answer.
Yeah.
But we know insurance for any Obana Buseni or your trustee, I just cannot bear money in motion. If your map is Kanama, Ama or Obano. Nebuchadnezzar as say Sebema no the Kolani Joe more show monadi ordinary trustee because of our trustee so when meet your money this can ama child trustee or Obani Antina Nikunu when you capel until to me or be obetimi aye wo ho ana
yo boss Bema no one financial trustee la part of the trustee na day because mostly trustee, when it comes to insurance and other things, nkola involved na other party me feel say or the sister or the Johnny brother no one find Johnny kuna emra ma ho kwan e ma na yes ade no.
Okay.
Yes, because insurance no omo advice no say ube to me use sister as trustee, ube to me use kunu as a trustee, ube to me use adamfo as a trustee.
Okay.
Enti ne kwa so no enti eba na ne sister na akwaji sika na because one ne sister no beka ho asem say sika no gi ameni wa fa hwe me ma. Until say me man di 18 no adane ade ni nyina ma wo mo. It doesn't mean say sister if the odija no ebe taking charge to kolani benyi.
Okay.
18 after 18 no more kono. I was say reverse it back to kolani mo.
Okay, you.
Hey, now when you lawyer, me kakra na. Ne question o de ba yi. Say lawyer sika sam ne kan. Sika bunch money, insurance money. Enti we no ba san kro ne no 18 days na what deal. Enti
that emra want to mean this because before say omubey we nyina no omubey siki advice legal advice ni na say for because Osha you can maybe a fan of talata trustee and art and that kind of thing no say property were abushamna and kolawoma how you basically a child no and that's how you be holding in trust for the children. It's a true baby. About the baby, yeah, Beman in the motion. Beman's baby, yeah, Ban on the motion. When it comes to insurance in this Adena, or typical who the lawyer can say, me property may will it me woo, young farm mammy, man farm mammy wife.
Wow.
Yeah, and me see. In the times why me, or would not, you can't will now. Into what me see what a bushing fee or no.
Say more.
Say you will. Top say we cheap, a clear.
You're a lawyer, Auntie Pepano, being the father, no. With the lawyer, Fatcher and say, being the father, no. Want to me, I act on behalf of Nemano. Say, be okay, I'm the father now, so let's. What if it's can na me no manage scano for Nkwana benefit? Want me make it
the question now the buy no was say my many year insurance be. And insurance no answer na obey no. You busa who is your next of kin?
Yeah.
Ubeka say no, me next of kin no e bia be me kunu. And I say me the be ma me sister on fan share me call mama.
Okay.
Inti wuna wuti asina who go into that contract. Wuna wish I say will
no yeah.
Wuna who wish at all. Inti wudi at all that tells you say wechi te wudu na nkola wom na nkola no nyini ya wa appoint you be as a trustee to take care of nkola no till say they be of age.
Yeah, what's that say?
When they be of age, they can take over the thing.
In terms of Papa, no, actually, no.
I don't know if relationship are not your banner when the money, yes, sir. Because once somebody knew definitely I was a bear man in the taking charge. But, intimacy.
Yes, Chocho Mucho. They are poetry. Anyway, we did me dance a grandpa for a question. In some world. In some world.
Because when you see a friend, you are the same way. You are also somebody who knows more because
I don't know about a well, then I say for the probate. And no one has a your mother will say. How are we will? Nipa be appointees and Kolawoma and I sit for. Why?
Okay, I think say yeah, prepare another day. Now there to teach her.
Another day. It is maybe I will go to
Yo. We cry there. Lawyer, wait there. I'm say yeah, we in the final comments. Now, you say Major Mount. If you have anything more to say in closing us, because your time no upon. Medas.
Yo, Midasi, DJ KB. Sir, your topic, yet to me a treaty. Adult dependent relative visa application. No, so another application, a war, but in America, who Ejuma a thing, and who evidences are the best supporting a thing. But unya a good opportunity, and my relative now depending also no. And a biomonso no, there are so many routes a war, all per we application now. To me afaso be it when we share any overseas be it a work room have more but the only thing that make us say call nekomu lawyer now on church so many types of route to me so aye application because for all you know you qualify somewhere but because one seeking legal advice no mami ko ye we di any bi mami ko ye we di any bi me ko oba ti wani no waste time e wo baby and na ye we say be say time and tide
waits for no man. Yeah.
Yo hana me di ebesi DJ KB da se say nenso waso imu ama ye di edwumadie no aba wie ye da se mre ne oba di edi chen ya ye be say shia Wisemart Solicitors ya kram I think say your contact no their told
and also see into for I wait me try screenshot or more contact numbers in the office number no so 02 more multi on app no the number is 0208 016 5384. The office number again 0208 016 5384. Lawyer Francis and any program, the number is 07946 772 439. That is 07946 772 439. And now, more emergency number, 24/7 number. I Lawyer Wisdom Ekutano, 07931 411 042. That is 07931 411 042. So, more Dustin, London. Say offer any of these numbers are ombechro kwai na question be a wo about their services so no ombe answer ma. Jo lawyer nyamin shraw wada je sa bribia ye fro albana woni Ghana for beche mransem nkratasem ehunim de medase nyame adoma na sene so ye be sa ba mo na be discuss a new topic. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Abusia 4, that was lawyer. Hey, come back as a reverend. Lawyer, I'm saying be a reverend and sign away for us. I lawyer Francis Bosompim Wisemart Solicitors. And any omutin common. And they have been training. Sir, adult dependent relative visa. Adult dependent relative visa. Lawyer actually say dependent and yes say enkwara under 18 kwa and up to 18 kwa na bitimi a dependent application amom. Na over 18 so no ubitimi aye se bia o relative bi o maame o papa o nua na o ba awaburu 18 ubitimi aye na emom conditions e won say ese o down for bibia especially and health and social care needs ese o depending on want to mean ye sad no as when you obi obehwe no Ghana ho nti wo na opeso kofa no betina on chense bia obetimi ahwe no ai mechiremu tia sa no pa kire se obusuani na se wo ba a watra 18 na emum no obetimi akire se Ghana ho tie no ohia se obi hwe no because some disability, some healthcare issues be na we knew bia ho a obetimi ahwe no just say wo a wo ha no nti omoma visa na omra metena wo nchen na wo nhwe no no a kire mu say enem bi wo so proof kire say nipa no wo health needs or social care need but what kire kwan no so say of no omokasa ombekire nipa professionals consultants are almost omodwuma ne say omotwere report amount and as evidence say nipa no organ no cre say wontimi hwe no ho na oni obia so organ obetimi ahwe no nti omoma no visa na ometena won chen na wo nhwe no nti Wisemart for omo numbers na at the bottom of this screen is here I can say omo number no was or the office number which is 0208 016 5384 ofre omo a ne se opese okofa nipa bi bushani bi efri Ghana ba ombeboa yo abusia for Jumedi, one of our sponsors, a certified accountant. Yebeti Nikrato from ho. Don't go away.
Who is going to do my account and tax returns for me, cry?
Certified accountant.
They will help you with your account and tax returns.
Are you a minicab driver, hairdresser, shop owner, or self-employed? Certified accountant. And I was working with Chapman. And then we say when you will be a wabri accounts and tax returns more. Now bansa so more. Now who you actually? It didn't make a certified accountant at the Yamawo. F accounts and tax return. Company accounts, bookkeeping, payroll services, charity accounts, and gift aid claim. As of for what 20 Open certified accountants, self tax planning, business advice, company registration, and many more. And teach you what company what you kasa. Now what the hotel bro. No this is Capudo Subabro no Bushia. Certified accountant. Say about transfer from the dia. What 20 construction workers, agency workers, relief security workers, bank nursing staff, and then we are Juma our temporary workplaces in India. Monfrano, no one is Capudo Mama. But the other crowd say HMRC4 at the Cabra work. What you move out, it came and yes, as well. What is so cry?
Address 335 to 351 Raynham Road South, Dagenham, RM10 8QR.
Telephone 0208 226 4933. Mobile 079 568 045 17. Certified accountant. Mehuma mehua chame. Mudim puntio abba meduma
Our very lives consist of moments, occasions, events, and experiences. But some of these moments turn out to be so special that you never want to forget them. Unfortunately, to forget is human, and time relegates all those special moments to antiquity. And that is when photography comes in, to bring to the present memories of those special moments, occasions, and events which you cherish so much. You don't just want photography, you want professional photography. Speak to the experts at Dan Studios UK, a firm of professional photographers providing unequaled photography services to all areas in the UK. Let us take care of the photographs of those special occasions that mean so much to you. Is it a wedding, a christening, an engagement, a marriage ceremony, a birthday party? Or is it a funeral celebration, a business event, a religious event, a political event, or other social events? Dan Studios UK is your ultimate choice. Get in touch now for a professional photography service with a touch of spice. Dan Studios UK. Incredible photographs that return those memories from antiquity to the present.
Ebusianfo so occasion ni hia opa dia e man kwanchenfo bia mese pictures ni mawo obitimi ka say I'm sorry o pictures ni nyina say.
Contact Dan Studios UK on 078 52 311 049. That's
078 52 311 049.
At Dan Studios UK.
For incredibly fabulous photographs.
At Dan Studios UK.
Naturally flawless.
At Dan Studios UK.
Incredible photographs with a touch of spice.
I am Incredible Mabna, and this is my lovely husband.
Incredible, yeah.
He couldn't wait to say that.
Officially. I've assumed the title.
So, we're still in the New Year mood, isn't it? Today, oh, sorry.
No, go on.
Today is a requested topic. So, a couple requested that we talk about this.
Yeah.
So we thought, why not? It may be a little bit controversial.
It can be a very subtle area in a marriage, but obviously it's worth talking about.
Yeah. So this couple said they want us to discuss what was that again?
Grounds for mistrust.
Yeah.
So in other words,
in marriage,
in relationship, one spouse can give the other spouse or
a reason to not trust them.
Not to trust.
Is it mistrust or distrust?
You see, the other day someone thought I was wrong when I said distrust.
That someone is me.
You know,
own it with your full chest. Come out.
You know, there's distrust and there's mistrust. Professor of English, how can I get it wrong? I'm joking. Yeah, so distrust and mistrust are two different words, but obviously distrust is a correct word.
Okay.
Yeah.
We hear you, Prof. So, how would you be married to someone and not trust them?
You see, trust is a very, very, very sensitive, fragile element in every relationship.
Okay.
Whether it be marriage or what do they call it? I mean, relationship.
Beloved dozen. And
there's one thing that a lecturer that I worked with in Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. I worked as a teaching assistant during my national service, and by the grace of God. And this lecturer said something to me.
You guys see what I'm putting up with.
I'm trying to explain because obviously I need to give a pretext to what I'm.
We hear you, Prof. We hear you.
Now, what happened was that this lecturer, because there's this known phenomenon on university campuses that teaching and research assistant usually sleep around with the girls to be able to award them marks and stuff like that. So this lecturer was giving me, exams papers to mark, and I was going to take it because I don't live in Kumasi, but I had to go all the way back to Accra, and I was going to take them home and then mark them over the Christmas period. And he said to me that trust is like egg. When it falls down, it gets broken. No matter how you try to mend it, it will never become the same.
No.
So sometimes in our marriages, knowingly or unknowingly, we may be giving our spouses reasons not to trust us.
That's right.
And that is what we want to address today. Yeah.
First and foremost. So my wife will set the ball rolling, and I'll jump onto the wagon later on. So first and foremost, to me, I think, we are in the age of technology, and believe it or not, social media is causing a lot of mayhem in marriages.
Yeah.
People see things on social media and they take it as reality. People see all sorts of behavior they may find charming, romantic, and the fact that this man or woman is doing this for the spouse on social media and my husband is not doing it may cause someone to think maybe he doesn't love me enough, or maybe he's seen someone else. Or sometimes people come and rant on social media, my spouse did this, so this was what happened. And sometimes you can take it as your reality where you start seeing, okay, he's starting doing that. So
it could be this. You know?
Yeah.
So taking a mirage, social media is a mirage. It's a whole, it's a virtual community, I should say, because a lot of the things that happen there is not real.
Yeah.
People are just putting up a front. People get paid, believe it or not. But what happens there? So please do not, the things you see, why are you looking at me like that? The things you see on social media, some of them, a lot of them are not what they actually.
Biscuit, anyone?
Lovely.
Very British. Which reminds me, smart meters could help Britain create a future where we're less reliant on imported gas.
All right.
They help us manage our energy use, which improves the balance of supply and demand, so we could use more wind and solar energy from Britain.
Help Britain create a future that's less reliant on imported gas. Search Get a Smart Meter today.
Appear to be.
Yeah.
So don't compare what you see there with your reality. That is someone's highlight. You are comparing to your real life, your low. You know, people only put stuff that will make them look good. Of course, if I'm having problems with my husband, if I'm unhappy with my husband, if my husband does something, doesn't buy me something, I'm not going to put it on social media that my husband didn't do this, my husband didn't do that. When I'm happy with him, if he gives me something, I'm happy with a gift I'm pleased with, nice moments, we share them there.
Yeah.
Not everyone wants to share, you know, or wash their dirty linen out in the public.
Definitely
so if
not.
you're constantly seeing nice and beautiful things on social media, don't you think that your spouse is not doing well or treating you well or whatever? It's a mirage, a lot of it. So that's what I think.
Yeah, so good. Thank you for setting the ball rolling. Now, the first point I want to talk about, one of the things that you might be doing, which you probably be aware or may not be aware, and that particular thing might be giving your spouse grounds not to trust you, is failing to set boundaries when it comes to your relationship with the opposite sex. Now, some men, especially, I'll start with the men, when you're married to a woman, I mean, your wife is a woman, and then you go all out to relate with the opposite sex. I'm not saying you shouldn't, don't get it twisted. You shouldn't get, but sometimes late in the night, you're on the phone with the opposite sex, a married man, you find yourself in public and you are holding certain parts of a lady. No, it's not.
What if their spouse is okay with it? Some people.
I'm speaking for spouses who are not okay with it.
Okay.
Because some people
Mr. Speaker.
might be naive from even the ones that you think they are not okay, it's probably because they are naive. But with the passage of time, they will come to the realization that no, because there's some things that is just off track. It's just like every profession or institution has certain set rules that guide them. When it comes to marriage, the same thing. There are certain rules that nobody falls into it. But once you come into
hands with the opposite
institution ordained by God Himself called marriage, there are certain things you can. So you as a man or a woman, when it comes to your relationship with the opposite sex, there are certain lines you need to draw and tell yourself that I cannot cross this line, given the sanctity of marriage and what the Bible requires of me.
As you're talking, what just dropped in my spirit was David seeing Bathsheba having a bath in a hot afternoon.
Yeah.
If he happened not to be on the rooftop at that time, he would have saved himself all the stress of sleeping with a married woman, killing the husband, having a child, and everything else that followed on from there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
Just being in that location.
He couldn't set the boundary at the time.
Exactly, as a married man.
Yeah. And one of the key rules is that marriage is guided by the principle of integrity. The Bible says in Hebrews chapter 14, please do check for me. It says that marriage has to be held in honor. That is where it goes on to say that marriage bed undefiled. So these are things you can't. There's a certain integrity you need to have when it comes to marriage. That is why, for example, your relationship with the opposite sex has to be guided.
Hebrews 13:4.
Hebrews 13:4. Thank you. It has to be guided. You can't just be doing whatever you want.
Social media. I feel like the social media space is affecting a lot of people. So if you are the type of spouse who is into all these social media shenanigans and you're constantly spending too much time on these apps, liking photos of the opposite sex. So for instance, as a woman, how would you feel if you constantly see that I'm liking pictures of naked men?
Thank you.
Or men with abs acting sexy and all of that. Or you get into my DM or messenger or whatever and I'm having certain conversations. Or even if the conversation, there's nothing going on, you know, nothing sexual going on. The fact that I'm chatting a lot of men can be a source of, you know, worry. You may be thinking, has she deleted them or what's going on here? You know? So you're spending more time on that app liking pictures of women with big buttocks. Showing cleavage.
That could be giving a clear clue. It could be that probably there's not.
You're just liking.
But even as a Christian, forget about you being a married man. Is it appropriate? Is it right that you're into all these things? You know, so
you know, yeah. So if if you follow each other, sometimes they let you know when you click on it, they suggest it, and then you will see that your spouse is constantly liking these stuff. It makes you think, what could he be doing behind me? And maybe the women you are liking and following and all of that, they are well endowed than your wife. You're making her insecure and thinking, hey, what's going on here?
The other bit is the second point, or the third point, because you've shared the social media, so that's the second point. The third point is concealing or hiding information.
Hey!
Now we've got in this dispensation, I mean, a married man and a woman. How come that when you're going to the bathroom, you have to go with your phone? What do you have? It could be that you're not hiding anything, but that habit of taking might be creating doubts in the mind of your spouse.
Yeah, some people, when their phone rings, they run out of the bathroom.
How come that when you got married, you never used to answer calls in your car? But now when you're driving home, as soon as you get to the door, you park within the driveway, you do all your calls before you come home. There are certain conversations you can't have at home.
Yeah. If, you know, there are spouses
and when you find yourself at home, your phone is always on silence.
There are spouses, babe, that will, when they get a call, say it's not even from friends or their own family members, say my mom calls, I pay the call and I'm like, I'll call you later, or I'm at home, I can't talk, let's chat later. What is it that you want to chat later that he cannot hear? It means I should be wary of you. It means I'm not safe in the house. Do you get me? Because we are one body. And I say this all the time. You can trust me with your body. At night, we lock all the doors in the house and sleep in one room.
What else do you want to hide? Or what else can you hide?
Full privy to your body. You know? No padlock on your body.
You fall into it like swimming in an ocean.
But you can't trust the person. There are conversations. Unless you're planning a surprise party for the spouse. If you start taking calls outside or some calls will come through,
you can't answer.
You will never pick up.
What do you have to hide?
Oh no.
So these things we are touching on, you probably may not think that is beginning to give grounds for mistrust in your marriage, but unknown to you, but probably known to your spouse, it's beginning to open up certain wounds in the marriage. And
can I say something though, babe? There are situations where some men or some women do that because the other spouse is constantly also causing problems. Because it's like you pick up a call And the questions that will follow after that call, you better not pick that call.
Yeah.
So, if you are the type, if you realize that your husband, your wife is not picking calls when you are there,
maybe the call.
You to check yourself.
Yeah. I think the first thing is you need to have trust. For the fact that the person has answered the call in your presence, or the person is going into the bathroom, they've left their phone there, it means they trust you. So you shouldn't become like a CID person, always searching, digging. What do you want to find? And indeed, you go and find something that will worry you.
No, the thing is, the moment
or something that probably is not that maybe conversation 4 or 5 years before they met you.
No, I feel like the moment you feel like you need to start snooping your husband or your wife's phone, you both need to sit down and have a proper chat.
Yes.
The moment you feel the need to go through his phone when he's not there, when he's sleeping, please.
Maybe you might have found something. That is the reason why that has created that.
You need to have a chat.
Suspicion.
To avoid any other, because it's not healthy.
I think sometimes people they start searching when they are suspicious.
Yes.
And what leads to suspicion? Something like
this is what we're talking about,
Yeah. Because maybe when you got married, that spouse never used to search on your phone, but now they've started because probably you're suspicious.
And like you were talking about boundaries. So if when I'm there and your parents call, your family members call, you can't pick up, or the moment you see me come through the door, you cut the call, I will be worried.
Yeah.
I will. Yeah. Me personally, I wouldn't go through your phone, but I will be worried. But I will bring it up, like what's happening, because for all you care to know, it could also be coincidental, but you're just overthinking it. So it's better to talk about it.
I think it's very dangerous in marriage when you have doubt about something, you don't talk about it, but then you take action subsequently.
Yeah, it can be dangerous.
It's very dangerous. You need to talk to your spouse about it. If that thing doesn't stop, then that is when maybe later on you can decide to. Even that one, you shouldn't be in a haste to take any decision that a regrettable decision. Yeah, you need to take your time because for all you know, there's nothing wrong. Yeah, so I think that communication is very key in marriage. If things like this, if you're a woman or a husband and you're beginning to become suspicious or you're beginning to have doubt, you think that your spouse is giving you grounds not to trust them, I think you need to sit down and talk about it. That will give the other spouse opportunity to explain, because then that is when you realize that, oh, maybe there's nothing wrong. It's just that maybe I'm overthinking or...
So what do you think, like, if like I suspect there's something going on, I shouldn't go straight to the phone. I should ask him.
You should ask him.
And you think they're going to be sincere?
If they're not sincere, you will know. And you need to give yourself time. Do you understand? You need to give yourself time and then try to see, just double check whatever answers they've given you. Just try and cross check to see if, you know,
how are you going to cross check if you're not checking?
By observations. You don't have to go to people's phones to be able to reach a very reliable
you know, some
answer.
people also feel like the fact that I'm married doesn't mean I should lose my not independence. Independence is not the word, but the fact that I'm married doesn't mean like I shouldn't have some freedom.
Yeah.
You know, but I also feel like you cannot get married and want to live like you're single.
It won't happen. It can never happen. If you go down that line, there will be issues in your marriage.
You can't be married.
You're married, but you are still living like a single person.
And you want to live like a single person.
Before I met my wife, I used to be the type that I used to sleep with messages. So I used to sleep with Bishop Dark's messages playing. I love it. Or I used to, even no messages, sleep with songs in the background, gospel songs, you know, soothing in the background. I wake up, before I come out in the morning to pray, I'm so charged and I don't know, you know, there's something about it. But I have to stop. I cannot be living like, because this beautiful lady here, you know, she's not like me. She can't be sleeping with, you know, tongues in the background and, you know, preaching.
I'm a light sleeper. I wake up.
So that's the thing. You can't, once you're married, listen, we are not saying, for example, when it comes to opposition, you shouldn't win. But sometimes, to me, I find it very weird.
Bringing homes to life with the Cotswold Company. Discover our range at cotswoldco.com.
When married men are touching girls,
holding their
holding their palm, touching their bum. No, come on. You're married, for Christ's sake.
Especially if your spouse is not okay.
Can't
with
be doing that.
If your spouse.
Even if your spouse is okay, it's wrong. If you like, ask God, you can't. There's a certain sanctity, there's a certain integrity, there's a certain way you need to carry yourself, and a certain behavior you need to have once you're married. To ponder.
I'm sure a lot of you can add more in the comment section. Let's all be learning, because this is something that's very important to this couple that they wanted us to discuss. But there really isn't much out there. But I feel like no matter how you feel about the situation, if the moment you feel the need to check your husband or wife's phone,
there's something wrong.
I think there is a concern that both of you need to sit down as adults and talk about. If someone is trusting you enough, please don't betray that trust.
Yes.
Don't. Because all these girls you're seeing on Instagram, a lot of them are filters. If you meet them in real life, it's not the same. Plus, you may not be able to make life with them. Some of them, they just want the highway. They're not homely. You've chosen a wife. You've chosen a husband. That was the reason all these people were there. You settled for this one. So please, make it work.
Don't be deceived.
Yeah, concentrate on the one in front of you.
And
make it better.
You see, if you're also the type that you know yourself that you've been indulging in certain unhealthy acts, which means that it's gotten to a point that you are hiding things from your spouse. You should know that the scripture says in Proverbs chapter 10 verse 9 that whoever has integrity walks securely, but whoever makes his ways crooked will be found out. It is something that, because there's nothing under God is the one that reveals secret. That is why you, the other spouse, don't worry, just keep trusting them, even though they know that what they've been doing something that it's just inappropriate, and they're hiding stuff from you. It's just a matter of time. Rather turn to God instead of creating a very tense home and all of that, fighting and all of turn to God and pray. God will solve the problem for you.
That's right.
Yeah.
It can also be other stuff. Like money, properties. Because some spouses are together and they don't even know that their wives have built properties in their home countries. No idea, no clue. And they are constantly crying over how they don't have money, blah, blah, blah. So if this person finds this out, or say infidelity, if that happens, it will be so difficult for the marriage to get back on track again. It will take the mercies of God. I know some people have worked through it and made it work, but avoid these things by all means in the first place, because it's just too much.
Very important. You
lack
have an
of
overseas
openness.
account. You didn't have this account before you got married. I know your monies are not together, but because there are bills and stuff to be paid, you probably lied to your spouse, saying that, maybe in a month I earn £2,000. Meanwhile, you're earning £5,000, and therefore that the remaining amount you're saving it somewhere else. These are things, and then your spouse will probably with time will start, becoming
it comes out eventually.
Skeptical about the whole thing and trying to find out information
lack of
for
openness
itself.
is another thing that causes mistrust or distrust. In marriage.
It's very important, and it's a very sensitive topic. But obviously we had to talk about it. And we believe that God will give us the grace, each and every one of us, the grace and the strength to give grounds for trust in our marriage instead of mistrust. Give ground. The things you do, your spouse say, my husband. I know my wife. I know she will never do this. I know he will never.
It's okay.
Just,
Ceasefire.
So
we hope, Mr. and Mrs., that you're happy and you can align with what we've just brought out. I hope we did justice to the topic he gave us. And We just pray that, like Daniel said, God will help us all, because what is marriage without trust?
Yeah.
What is it? A partnership? A contract? You need to trust each other.
It's a social contract.
Do not give grounds for your spouse not to trust you. Openness is the key. And as the other spouse is being open, please don't the questioning. Sometimes you come back from work and who did you call at this time? And why did you call this person? And what did you say? Why is it that you didn't call at home? Meanwhile, meanwhile, there's nothing.
Yeah.
So from the stables of the Incredibles.
Yay, the Incredibles. We're joking. She's finally accepted the name. We're going to have to rebrand. Yeah. Thank you so much once again. Yeah. This is also one of the controversial topics we've discussed so far.
It's not controversial.
Well, I think it is. I think some aspect of it is controversial. So please keep the comments coming. We want to hear from you. We want to learn from you. If there's anything that we said that we were not happy about, please forgive us. You know, as human as we are, we may err. Forgive us, and then God richly bless you and keep you in 2023. Thank you so much. We love you. Bye. Wow.
Are you an ambulance? Wow.
It's too fantastic to come your way. I'm oozing. Is it oozing? I'm oozing with joy. And so we're very, very happy to come your way. And today we have one of, I would say it's something of delight to talk about. Yeah, it's very delightful to talk about it. And I love, talking about or discussing topics on marriages, relationships.
Why is that?
Well, because love is just beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, it does. Yes. I know you like lovey.
You don't like it.
Oh, I like it small. So yeah, we're very happy once again to come your way. I hope you're doing very well, and I believe your new year, this year, is unfolding very, very well. Everything is running smoothly at your end. We thank God for your life, and today, without much ado, we'd like to talk about.
Shame you didn't sort out that travel insurance, darling. That bite of yours swollen to the size of a pumpkin.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Holiday extras, less hassle, more holiday.
My wife will do the intro.
So everything you did was what?
Introduction. All right, since she doesn't want to say the ball rolling, I'll do it. All right, so today we want to talk about hard work in marriage.
The hard work.
Hard work in marriage.
Is marriage hard work?
Marriage is hard work.
Is it?
Hey!
Why?
I never used to think until I entered into it.
Hey!
I'm not going to lie to you.
Tell me.
To make this beautiful lady sitting here happy. Hey, it's harder than the degree I did in Ghana. Because, if you've been to Ghana University before, it's very hard. The lectures are... I don't want to say anything, so someone will quote me somewhere. It's not easy.
Behave yourself.
Yeah, marriage. For this beautiful lady to make me happy.
Why? Why is it difficult?
My mother will even tell you there are some things that not everyone can marry Daniel. You have to be a certain type of woman to be married to me.
So why is it difficult?
Because number one, you have two different people
from different backgrounds.
Different individuals coming together. Sometimes culturally different, race different. Differences, nationality differences, all these things come to play.
Yeah, even if you're from the same country, you know how I think sometimes I go to the loo and I'm thinking, when he finishes weighing, why can't he put the seat down?
I just leave it and go.
And he's also thinking, so when you also finish weighing, why don't you put the seat up?
Yes, so that next time when I don't have to lift it.
So you have to come to a compromise.
Yeah,
there are things you're going to have to overlook a lot.
Yeah,
Because if you're living by yourself, you put something here,
Hey,
it will
there.
always be there. If you have OCD or
Hey.
if you're melancholic like me, you want your things in a certain way. God help you.
Yes.
You come, they would have moved it and put it somewhere else.
Yeah.
The kids will knock it over.
Yeah.
That means you've lost something that you need to buy again.
Because, you know, like for my wife, she's too into, you know, keeping things, getting things too orderly. I mean, orderliness and cleanliness is good.
Yeah.
But
real life is
sometimes when it gets to the extreme,
it's not extreme.
It becomes a problem.
It's not extreme.
So when she comes back from work, me and my kids,
you're running
we
around.
have scattered the home. You know, days that I'm at home and I've got my kids with me, I allow them to do what they want to do.
It's not good.
Yeah, but obviously we've started working on it.
Yeah.
We want to improve, isn't it?
I remember there was a time, as soon as my car light hit the door, I could hear people running around.
Everyone is sorting the home out before she comes.
I was wondering what's going on. So I got in. They were cleaning and putting things where it's supposed to be. I'm like, it's not that bad.
Madam is coming. If you don't clean, you'll be in trouble.
Behave. So these are some of the hard work. So left to Daniel alone, he would just allow them to do whatever they like. Things can be thrown anywhere, but there has to be orderliness.
Yeah. So today, hard work underpins every successful marriage.
Yeah.
And number one, the first thing we want to talk about is that to be able to keep the spark, you know.
No, the first one, he said background.
Did I say background? Oh, sorry.
He
Okay.
said everyone is from a different background.
All right, background.
Yeah, so we've spoken about that, but you're putting spark as
okay. Number two.
What school did you go to again?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm from Amas.
No, you're not.
Why not?
Amas people come for you. You can't even count one.
Great Amas. T.I. Amas.
They'll come for you.
Yeah, so number two is to keep the spark. You know, when you met, you used to be into each other. There was no space. Especially the ladies, when you see them, those beloved dozing, when you see them, they hold the boy's hand like this. You know?
But when you say especially the ladies,
since you got, allow me to be a bit sexist here. Since you got married, now we don't see you holding your husband's hand.
What about the husband holding the wife's hand?
Before they got married, the husband never used to hold. It was the lady that is. You see them always holding on to their beloved or boyfriend.
It's either way.
Easy. So this spark, this longing, how come now it's disappearing? Why?
Yeah, you will have to work
all
on
because you have kids, all because now by the grace of God you've secured a job that is paying you a fortune.
No,
so now you can't keep the spark
that's
going?
Not what it is, babe. It is because you know when you first got married, it was just the two of you. Things come to you naturally, like going on dates, having me time, spending more time together, you know, being under the duvet, watching TV, movie nights. They all come naturally.
Yeah.
But with time, as the family expands, especially when, you know, or you take up bigger positions in different companies or your career progresses, it means that you're busier, you know, you have other engagements. So you may not, things that used to come to you naturally will not come to you. You have to, it has to be premeditated.
Yeah.
You have to plan it. So in order to keep the spark going, you will have to take some time off work. You will have to sort childcare out. You know, you will have to sometimes say to your bosses, no, I can't do this shift. I will have to be away and spend time to rekindle the love you used to have, you know? A certain appetite you used to have for your spouse. There are times that you will not have it. So you will have to be intentional about certain things, you know?
And it's hard work.
Yeah. And with time, the tummy is bulging. The hairline is
fading.
So, but you will still have to see this person like the guy you were dating or beloved dosing.
He's still handsome.
So
anyway.
you,
yeah.
oh, of course you are. Look at this
I'm not
beard.
saying me. I'm saying he's still handsome.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about.
Well, of course I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you will still have to work on what if. So if you marry this guy because of the hairline, now it's receding. You have to find another point of interest.
Yeah.
You have to.
You have to.
You cannot be jumping from one man to the other because something has changed.
It's hard work.
It's hard work.
Like she was saying, you have to make time. You probably have to do a longer shift to be able to get a certain time off to spend time with your spouse. It's hard work. That long shift you have to do is hard work.
Yeah.
Hard work to keep the marriage going. Marriage, any experienced person, the legends in marriage, or the veterans, or whatever name you want to ascribe onto them, they will tell you it's a cornerstone of marriage. Hard work.
And you know,
even to pray for your spouse is hard work.
Yeah.
To pray for the family, to make sure that you have the spiritual protection you need, it's hard work.
You know, babe, last time, I think sometime last week, I saw on someone's status that people who are saying that we should stay with one woman, can you eat fried rice every day, or can you drink one soup all your life?
These people kill us.
But I'm also asking, so what about the wife? Is the wife also not eating fried rice all her life? Is she also not a human being? But that's not what I was even trying to say. So with people who think like that,
it's wrong thinking, isn't it? It's totally wrong.
How about you do things to spark? The Bible says that is it the wife of your youth? Let her breast satisfy you.
Yes, let the breath of the wife of your youth satisfy thee.
So that means it's possible that you will have one woman and her breast will satisfy you all your life.
Because the Bible didn't say let the breast of your wives, the wives of, he said your wife. Unless somebody should check and correct us. Wife. So the wife is enough for you. Your wife is endowed. God has given every woman certain natural endowment that a man can enjoy over and over.
Let it satisfy you.
Yes.
Let it means it's up to you.
You have to let it.
The work depends on you.
And God has also made you the man in a way that whatever endowment your wife has, it can satisfy you.
Yeah.
You will be satisfied that you will be full, that you wouldn't have to look elsewhere.
No.
Yes.
No. And I feel like you are distracted if you're constantly looking over the fence, looking at how other wives are dressing, and respecting their husbands and doing whatever. Put that effort into your own marriage in bringing that spark back.
Yeah, totally agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
what's the next?
The next point is intimacy.
Is that what the same as the spark?
No, the spark is just
tissues.
Yeah, it's just like a subset of intimacy. It's just a small portion of it. Okay. Look, intimacy. Jack, it's not easy. Sometimes you know that look, you're not even in a mood for sex.
Yeah.
I know we the men, we are most of the time in the mood. If you're a man and you're not in the most of the time in the mood, I think
you're getting something.
You have a problem. You need to check. No, that's how God has created that. You have to love it. When you see, you should say, wow, and you should always be longing to have it. But the thing is, it's not possible. We are human. Due to certain circumstances, situations, factors. Sometimes your work, you're tired. You've come home, your wife is asking.
Issues of life is choking you. Your sex drive is even gone low.
Then the woman, you come home, you have to cook for the family, do this, do the children's, the kids' homework, and then in the night, Opana is also coming for a share. Ask the Greek doctor. Opana is coming for a share. But you have to be humble.
Hard work.
It is hard work.
Hard work.
It is hard work to give in and perform your duty.
And sometimes you're not even happy. You're not happy with your spouse. And they're even asking for it. You're like...
That is when you will see the kind of wife you are. Or God will be up there and be smile and say, this is my daughter, she's doing well. Even though she's not happy with her husband.
But you have to talk about things before you're pushing it on the person.
You need to talk about it. But after you've talked about it, you need to be gracious and open.
Hard work.
You
may not be in the mood. You could be tired.
Yeah.
You know, but the Bible says that we shouldn't. How do you say that in English?
We should not defraud one another, each other. We shouldn't. That's what the Bible says. If the Bible says that when you go to pray and fast, after a while you need to put an end to it and come, so that Satan will not come and tempt the two of you. Intimacy, to say it.
Hard work.
Without
hard work.
Polishing or coating it. It's sex.
You also realize that the person you got married to, the shape,
especially the woman
after childbirth, the body is not the same.
I thank God. If you're a man, you should pray for that too. That no matter what, your wife will always be attractive to you. Yeah. I'm not saying it because I'm on camera, but me, my wife, she's always attractive to me. Sometimes she's the one complaining that this and that and that.
It's okay. It's okay.
But I love it.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's like a small has diarrhea if I don't stop it. Yeah. So that's the hard work bit. You know, you're not in the mood.
Yeah.
You may be sick. And then there is this issue of parenting. Hey, you know, you're married. You know, before the kids came, it's just the two of you. Life is easy. Then God blesses you with these beautiful children. Parenting. This is how you were brought up. So you want to bring your children up this way. This is how your husband was also brought up. He wants to bring the kids up that way. It's hard work.
It's hard work.
Coming to a compromise and having familiar or similar family values to raise the children up in the way of the Lord.
Yeah.
It's hard work.
It's hard work.
And then there are challenges, you know, sometimes, fortunately or unfortunately, you have children that there are challenges with, you have to deal with as parents. It can, you know, sometimes there are children who actually causes problems between their parents.
Yeah.
Like such difficult parenting that sometimes you may not come into agreement over things, and it can cause problems.
And then your child is telling your wife that daddy did this, then that.
And it may
and
not
then
be true.
It might not be true. And then the wife comes, whatever, like daddy's at home, mommy goes out, then the child comes to say this and that. If you're not very careful, you know, but it's hard work.
Yeah.
Hard work of the two of you sitting down to talk and then training your child, putting your child on the right path. It's hard work. The next point is hard work because there are certain areas in your life that you need to improve once you've come into marriage.
Yes.
It's hard work. Maybe a typical example. You know, you might be a lady and you probably don't know how to cook. It's hard work. Be humble and go and learn. Learn and keep your home happy. If you're also a man, how do you support? You come back from home, you can see that, look, your wife is doing everything. Maybe there's something that needs to be done. Maybe you can bath the kids or do something to help. Do you understand? Yeah, support. If you love your wife, you don't need to be told. You support her. You support what's needed. Do you understand? Yeah. So it's hard work.
Yeah.
You, the man, too, maybe where you're coming from, you don't know how to clean. There are so many things, house chores that you can't do. Nothing, because you are just a dada B. You don't know you have to improve. Otherwise, your marriage might not work.
Yeah. You know, there are people who say, oh, me, where I come from, we don't buy flowers for women and all of those stuff.
Yeah.
And you're married to a woman who puts emphasis on flowers and ice cream and opening doors. You have to, it's hard work. You have to work on yourself and do better. If this is what makes her happy and it's not preventing me from going to heaven, come on. You have to work on it.
Yeah.
You know, don't be selfish. If you're only doing things that will make only you happy, being selfish.
Yeah.
Marriage is hard work, and you cannot be in marriage and act like a single person. You want to live like you used to live when you were single, like boys, you know, coming round, always with your boys,
playing games.
leaving your wife at home.
Instead of taking your wife out, you gather your boys in your living room and you are playing PS3 all day from morning to evening on the weekend. When you could have spent quality time with your spouse.
With your children.
With your children. Yeah. Take your children to the park. And you're always meeting with boys. Boys. Girls, forgetting that you are married.
Girls too.
You can't even remember the last time you took your wife to the pub just to sit down and have a drink. You can't remember. Yeah, so marriage is built on hard work.
Yeah.
Of course. It's God at the center of it all, but you need to do your hard work is very essential. Without hard work, trust me, things might not work. Yeah. And the interesting thing that the Bible says something interesting, that in all labor there is profit. I think Proverbs 14:23. In all labor there's profit, which means that whatever hard work you put into your marriage, you will reap the dividends. The profit will be very clear. It will manifest. So when you sow a seed of hard work in the area of maybe spending quality time with your wife, you will see that the home, there's laughter, there's happiness. It's so hard work in intimacy. Even though when you are tired, but you are still, performing your duty as a wife or as a husband in bed.
Erotic duties.
You will yield the dividends, the profit. Yeah.
And then there are unplanned things that happen, like unplanned pregnancies,
Yes.
Sometimes you feel
big
like,
changes.
We're really hard on money. We live in a 2-bedroom. How does this happen?
Hey.
If uncertainties happen, sicknesses, we're Christians, so we pray that it goes far away from us, but things happen that are unexpected.
Hard work.
And you're going to have to just give up so much.
Yeah.
That's hard work. Although it's not physical hard work, emotionally, it's hard work. A spouse is diagnosed with something, or there's a big change, big changes in your life. You need to buy a house or something, and your spouse is saying, I don't believe in mortgages. This one says, I believe in mortgages. So all of this, is hard work.
Yeah.
It's hard work. Making big decisions and changes in life, it requires a certain humility, and this hard work of forgiveness is another big thing.
It's hard work to forgive.
Letting your ego down.
Sometimes to be able to get over that thing which is hurting you or you're offended about, you have to spend time in prayer. And that's hard work. Prayer is hard work. You have to spend time reading the Bible so that the Holy Spirit will minister to you. And that is hard work because you need time to sit down. Hard work.
Separate yourself.
Yeah. Until we let this sink into our spirit and we embrace it wholeheartedly, our marriages might be faced with challenges which will gradually bring the marriage to its knees. So it's very important.
Yeah.
Hard work.
I think if you ever see any couple celebrating Golden Jubilee and Silver Jubilee and Platinum and all of that, they've worked hard to get there. It didn't come on a silver platter. It didn't. They faced situations that they thought they were never going to get out of. They've had to make sacrifices that people mocked. Your marriage is like a plain canvas. It's yours. It may not be suitable to everyone else. So sometimes you're doing something that works for you and your spouse, and people will say all sorts of things. But it is not for everyone else. It's just for the two of you.
Yeah.
The hard work that is required, if you put that in with the help of God, I think we'll all get far.
Fantastic.
Okay, friends. So we hope. I'm sure these are things that a lot of people know, but just a gentle reminder. Let's all put in that hard work, and coupled with the grace of God, we shall enjoy our marriages.
Thank you very much for keeping company.
This is Top Online Radio UK, the top Ghanaian radio station in the UK. Hailing from the eastern corridors of London, bring you news, views, music, interviews, trending issues, and what have you. tune in to us 24/7 on our free mobile radio app. Download our free app from the Play Store and the App Store. Just search for Top Online Radio UK. Download the free mobile app and tune in to us 24/7. We stream our programs live on Facebook and YouTube. Just find us on YouTube and Facebook by searching for Top Online Radio UK. We welcome your views, comments, critiques, suggestions, etc. Just get in touch on our station line 079 029 44398. That's 079 029 44398. If you are interested in working with us as a radio presenter, a radio host, or a radio panelist, do get in touch and let's talk. Call us on 079 029 44398. If you want to advertise on our radio, just get in touch and let's talk. 079 029 44398. If you want to sponsor any of our programs, get in touch and let's talk. Top Online Radio UK, the top Ghanaian